Hey, welcome to New Jump City, everybody, where we recap the week in American and Japanese sequential art. I am your host, Christian, the unbiased king, Espinal. And joining me live for the first time in 75 episodes, it is the man.
It's really been 75.
The myth, the legend. It is Joshua Gangsta Time Cole.
It's called Partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
We kind of close.
I'm just astonished that it's been 75 episodes.
Yeah,
that number caught me off guard.
I was
Yeah.
stunned, bro. I was stunned.
And that voice is the voice of our producer, finally back on the ones and twos. Again, after 75 episodes, it is Edgelord Big News Brian. The other one, Brian.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Damn it,
Fuck,
Brian.
Fuck.
Hit the stop button.
There you go. You have big news, and then you got Big News Brian right next to
Hey,
each
you know what? I'll admit it. Hey, I'll take the blame on that one. That one's my fault. I'm very sorry.
At least there's an explanation.
To be honest, we haven't heard this one in a while.
No, because you don't have any news.
Yeah.
You gotta bring news and/or theater, and/or theories. Will theories count as
people
news?
are talking about on the streets? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
See, I've kept my ear to the streets as of recent, and you've been lacking.
Jesus
This
Christ.
is true.
Dude, first episode, I'm already getting fucking slack.
You're just-
I'm not catching slack from my boss.
First of all, you just like come up with your own theories now.
oh yeah,
We
I
want
did,
you to be a reporter on the streets.
I did come up with a new with a new theory.
We know, Brian.
and it is high levels of tomfoolery.
Well, all right. Let's get into it so we can get into your theories and ours. Let's get into plugs. You can find me at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram. Joshua Cole, where can they find you?
At JD Cole _37. That's on Instagram as well.
Oh yeah, Brian.
You can find me at twitch.tv/itspunchline. Wait.
I mean, it's fine.
You could also find me on Twitter and Instagram at b.esp. Dude, I don't know why being inside the room and seeing you guys just threw my whole rhythm off.
It's gonna be a rough one, guys. We're just getting into the swing of things again, but it's all right. We'll be okay, Brian. You know what? Just have confidence. That's the whole thing. You gotta have the confidence. But that you're done with your plug?
Yes.
All right. You can follow the show at New Jump City on Twitter and Instagram. Follow the show especially because we do a really good chapter of the week poll that I have the results for this week. So get into it.
Top 10 things you'd like to see.
What?
Us having the result for the poll. Just
Yeah.
for it to be Black Clover.
Hey,
I voted.
he did vote, and Black Clover's not on the poll this week.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Rigged.
Not rigged. There's only 4 choices. It only allows you to have 4.
We're going to get into it. We're going to
Anyway.
address that later. We're going to address that later.
Whatever, man. If you have any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want to talk to us about, email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com. Comment on this video wherever you're watching it. If you guys also want to leave some feedback, and while you're at it, subscribe, like it, share it with your friends. The video versions are fucking awesome. It's good to be able to do. This is our first one, video-wise, we do together in the same room. So very excited about that. And if you prefer the audio version of the podcast, you can also find it on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Stitcher.
Yeah, we're on Stitcher.
Sheesh.
We've hit the big time, boys. So let's get into it. Let's do the show. Brian, hit the drops.
Yes, sir. Yo, who's that? Yo, wait, hold on. Who's calling my... Yo, is that Oda? Is that Oda? One Piece?
It is One Piece. This is One Piece chapter 1022. The stars take the stage. Yeah. Last we left off, which one of the... was it Robin's thing? Robin took down her Toby Roppo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She smacked the fuck.
It's been 2 weeks, right, since we had One
Snap
Piece?
that back. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
she put Black Maria into a fucking rear naked choke.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Oh,
Literally put her in a rear naked choke.
Yes. And we found out Yamato's Devil Fruit power. Luffy's okay. We're getting into it. Big things are happening. We start off with a basic summary of the battle so far. The Toby Roppo are all down, and it took me aback to realize that, because we lost Ulti and Page 1 pretty early,
Right.
and then we have these three, and X-Drake defected. So that's 6.
By the way, we haven't seen X-Drake.
That's 6 Toby Roppo.
We haven't seen X-Drake since like the early thousands now, like the early, like before chapter 1010. We haven't seen him since.
That nigga got low.
Like, we don't know where the fuck this motherfucker is.
He said, I'm out.
So he's like, I'm defecting. I can help you guys by leaving.
he seen King and Queen pull up on the scene and was like, yeah, I need to slide up out of here.
I need to get the
I don't
fuck
blame
out.
him. I'm not even going to crack jokes about it.
Yeah. So, he's hiding out. Luffy is just wilding out, eating food, getting fat. You know how he do. He's going to
Just
lose all the
Luffy
weight
things.
in 2 minutes. We then cut over to Raizo's battle with one of the Onibanwashu, I think they're called. It's crazy that I remember. I think I'm saying it wrong, but that's how I remember it. Apparently, he has the ability to manipulate his earlobes, and they look so creepy and gross.
Yeah. Yeah. It almost looks like the mochi fruit guy.
Yeah, it does. It looks,
But it's ear.
yeah, it's gross.
But it's here.
Raizo's out here doing shadow clones, doing everything he can, but he cannot avoid the deadliest earlobe on the planet. He gets smacked in the fucking face by it. And this Onibawashu guy just starts to fucking yell at him about how he was too much of an emotional boy to ever be succeed at the way of the shinobi. And Raizo's like, no, it is these emotions that make us who we are. So that's pretty cool. He again dedicates, he proclaims his loyalty to Odin. He's like, we all came here willing to die. We were out here, So, at the end of the day, Lord Momonosuke shall be Shogun.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
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 All right. Well, that's his opinion.
That's
Right?
one man's opinion.
That's one fictional character's opinion.
But what are the facts, really?
I mean, this chapter has a lot of hope for people's leaders right now.
Yeah.
Bro, they all said he said we died. When Odin died, we died. So we been dead.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
We already got graves up.
That's fair. Yeah. They showed that and I was like, oh, I didn't know y'all felt that way. Like,
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the 3rd floor, we cut back to the battle between Killer and Hawkins. Hawkins gets stabbed up by Killer right away.
Yeah, he's losing.
He's like, "Yeah."
he's not doing well at all.
Yeah. But apparently it doesn't really do any effect because part of Basil Hawkins' power is that he can just voodoo doll people, and any damage on him will be directed onto those other folks. So, yeah, Killer tries to do so. He tries to stab him up again, and another one of these like voodoo straw dolls pulls up out of Basil's wound, and he's like, there are only a few left of these replacements, but the real question is, whose lives are they? And that's when we cut over to the 2nd floor when Law and Kid are facing off against Big Mom. And then out of nowhere, Kid just starts to bleed. And he's like, what the fuck is happening? And Basil Hawkins with the fucking cheesiest asshole face just goes, it would have been satisfying to allow you to kill Kid without realizing what you did. But then I decided it would be more entertaining if I tell you and watch you struggle to hurt me.
It's pretty fair logic. Can't debate that one, Odin. You got it.
I mean,
It's very wise.
No, honestly, he kind of had no choice but to do that because
Yeah.
if Kid died, he's kind of fucked.
Right. He's
Yeah.
like, well, I guess I'm definitely going to kill you now. Regardless of
He's trying to make himself sound like he's all hot and he's tough shit and he's only doing this because he wants to torture him, but he's really doing this because he wants to survive.
yeah.
I like how he depowered because he's like, yeah, no, checkmate.
Gotcha now, buddy.
Got your nose, got your captain.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, in response, Killer's not even really phased by it. He's like, "Fwa fwa fwa fwa. I like your style." I'm like, "You do?"
That's a pretty bold thing to say. Pretty nonchalant thing to say.
I think there's like a really easy way to get around this.
Yeah.
And that is to just cut off the arm that Kid doesn't have.
What do you mean?
Just
Oh, you're right. That
Like,
makes sense.
the metal arm.
yeah, just cut off the arm that Kid doesn't have, and Hawkins just doesn't have an arm, right?
Yeah, but what if that like just opens the cauterized wound?
Then he has Law right next to him.
That's true.
Mm.
Damn.
As
Brian.
a matter of fact, he should be able to heal him right now.
Yeah. Hey
Yeah,
Brian,
for real.
hey, do you write One Piece?
I was secretly Oda in disguise.
Oh my god! Imagine that if I find out my brother,
Yeah, bro, stay
been
healthy.
Oda.
I just rip off my mask.
just a small Japanese man, just like
Would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling brothers.
So, Killer's like out here ecstatic that this is happening right now. His captain is in mortal danger.
He's having a great time.
He's very happy to hear that his captain is now in mortal danger.
Yeah,
by his own hand.
Yeah. I could kill that guy if I wanted to.
This is fucking awesome.
And meanwhile, back on the performance floor, King and Queen are having a ball and a half destroying all of the enemy
Yeah,
forces.
they're having a great time too.
Yeah, everybody's having a ball here. Everybody's like really. Kaido's forces are on the winning side. Sanji is technically is kind of down right now. He's like, damn, I'm fighting two of them at the same time. It's getting to be a bit much. And
by the way, that's formidable as fuck that he's
Yeah, for sure.
fighting them by himself right
he
now.
hasn't immediately died. That's pretty cool.
But let's not forget this. People have ragged on Sanji. I've seen some people rag on Sanji for this, but it's like he was bodying Queen before this. If King doesn't get involved, I think Sanji beats the fuck out of Queen.
Yeah.
Queen looks fine to me right now, but perhaps I'm mistaken.
No, the only reason why Queen is okay, the only reason why Sanji couldn't defeat Queen is because Queen just is a tank.
he's still smoking his cigar.
Yeah.
I don't think you beat somebody up if they still.
But Queen, no.
Yeah, but to be fair, nobody defeats Cigar-sama. So it's, you can't be,
You're right.
Listen,
how could I have forgotten?
you can't kill Cigar-sama.
what I'm trying to say is he couldn't do shit to Sanji. Sanji could beat his ass, but Queen is like, oh, I got thick dinosaur skin, bitch. You can't hurt me. I'm a thick ass dinosaur. Look at my dump truck, fucking thick dinosaur ass. You can't hurt me.
I like how you resort to giving them dumb voices. 7-year-olds like, oh, look at me, I'm Queen.
He's got Kevlar overalls.
He's a half a cyborg, basically.
Yes.
And Queen's just like King is just an entire different beast altogether. But we'll get into
Oh, ho, ho, ho. No, let me stop.
that. Everybody's like, oh my God, where's Marco? Oh shit, Marco's down too. And
He's got two black eyes.
I
Or
guess
is that
his
his-
eyes are just shaded.
Did he get his
He
ass?
wears eyes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
cool,
it's
that's
the
cool.
anime it's the anime shadow, a brow shadow.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah. He's knocked out. I get it.
So
Yeah.
is this their way of showing that they're officially age nerfing Marco?
Yeah, he's too old. He's the Brett Favre of One Piece.
Marco's officially gotten nerfed.
He can't play anymore. He's like, my ACL's torn. I can't do this anymore. Meanwhile, Sanji's out here is like, how much longer is this fucking thing gonna take? And they don't really know how long it's gonna take till Zoro is back into fighting condition. So Sanji's like, all right, fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna lateral kick this fucking dinosaur in the face. Keep fighting it. It's pretty bold, pretty cool. Meanwhile, Perospero's in the background, just ready to snipe him. Just he calls him Germa's biggest failure as he loads up his arrow.
He's talking a lot of shit.
And man, as this is happening, someone's pulling up to Perospero. He's like, "Oh my God, I've been looking for you, bitch!" And then it's fucking Cat Viper comes and smacks the flying fuck out of Perospero and sends him flying. And he says, "I am not done with you."
He sent that nigga like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, he did.
Only thing that I would have wanted more from this is if he went "Meow" afterwards or something.
Yeah, that would be
I wish
great.
they would have put like that in small text or something.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's he hit him so hard.
That would have sufficed.
Perospero's like pain gasp was befwubble baba.
He wasn't ready. Oh, Odin.
Oda. Yeah. Oh man. I hope it's not even. I hope it's not even like a remote competition. How hard Cat Viper beats the brakes off of Perospero. I hope it's like almost like it's like 3 chapters. Yeah.
He said he's not done.
Yeah. He's gonna beat him down really
It's gonna
bad.
be fun. It's gonna be a cool watch.
Hell yeah.
Who's the dog guy fighting again?
He's fighting
Dogstone.
Jack, I think.
Shaq?
Jack.
Jack.
Not Sh-
It sounds like you said Shaq.
That was my bad. Again.
He's fighting Shaq, former Laker legend.
Yeah.
Jack.
No, Jack. The mammoth.
elephant tusk.
Yeah,
Mammoth.
dude who
Excuse
got
me.
Mr. L himself.
Yeah.
At this point, he might as well be shaped like the letter L. At this point,
That's where his tusks are shaped like the letter L.
they're too curved. Like they still have to be like iron. Like
It's a cursive L. But in any case, everybody's just trying to get Zoro out of there, get him to safety. But King is right there waiting for them. Zoro looking like an actual cross blunt.
Yes. Yeah. Did we not address this?
Yeah,
already?
I know, but it just
I
made
was-
it just hit me again.
Just making sure. Yeah.
we did address
Definitely
this.
does look like that.
King just summons a fireball and is about to fire punch Zoro, but then that's when Marco pulls up. It's like unending thistle. That's his power. Right? That's his attack name.
Uses the last remaining cartilage in his body
Yeah,
to defend Zoro.
this was Brett Favre's last Hail Mary
Yeah.
before he retired.
This is it. Yeah.
And he drops some interesting tidbit here. Marco talks about how he's heard tales from long ago about a race of people atop the red wall who could burst into flames. And here we have King the Wildfire.
Interesting.
so, I'm
The
wondering.
red line.
I'm wondering.
Ancient people.
I'm wondering if this is like a mistranslation or something when it comes to like the location of where it is, like on top of the red wall
Maybe.
or something.
No.
I mean, they call it the red line.
It's the red line.
It's the red line.
Ancient people.
No,
red
because
line.
he says the red wall. But it's the red line.
Yeah, well, what other red wall? No. This is what happened. This is what prompted me to go on a One Piece lore binge.
Yeah,
Right? I looked up red wall, and guess what kept popping up?
the red line.
The red line. You know?
Yeah,
So
but-
I think it's safe to assume.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It's just I don't know.
Perhaps they were talking about the red wall in Admiral's office.
What?
I mean,
Anybody.
red wall could also be a poneglyph. You don't know.
It's the red line,
The
Brian.
people that live on top of the poneglyph.
They live on top of a poneglyph that's buried under.
Well, maybe they live on the part of the red wall that's not occupied by Marie Joie.
Wait, are poneglyphs red? These ones are. Some
Yeah,
of
the
them
road
are.
poneglyphs are.
And the road ones are the most important ones.
Those are the ones that lead to Rafto.
Yeah,
and the
so
other
that's
ones
why
are
I'm
just-
saying maybe it could also be that, but why would he call it a red wall?
It was I don't know. I think we're digging too much into it.
I
You
don't
be
know.
watching too many theories where
No,
they just
no,
like,
no.
He said the
Look,
word
listen.
"the" in this very moment.
Shut
What
up.
does that mean? Does he mean D? Like the
The
coincidence?
I think
So
none.
the red line is a natural rock-like structure, continental structure. A wall is human crafted.
It's actually an unnatural.
two different things.
It's actually an unnatural rock structure. Thank you very much.
Okay, Brian.
Now that's a nice one.
The more you know. In any case, anyway, King the White. That's all we get out of that. That's basically how it ends. The conversation does not continue.
I
King
think-
does not reply.
No, I think they just keep setting up stuff about
I know.
Nika.
Oh, maybe this is where the legend of Nika comes from. Is from King's people.
Or maybe Cypher Pole is here to assassinate him because he knows too much from the past,
Probably.
from the before
Hey,
four times.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind if King just disappeared.
Right. That much I feel like we can all agree with.
Yeah. So in this very intricate and cerebral series, this Bronchiosaurus man pulls up a laser and starts to charge it up to fire it. And that's when Marco's like, all right, stop. I'm retired. Time out.
Yo, hold up. Wait.
Yo. At that moment, we see Zoro just rip out of his 27 layers of bandages. And we get a big old 2-page spread. As Marco says, it's time for the stars to take the stage. Zoro and Sanji just do cool anime pose attacks directly through King and Queen.
Not Sanji. He looks like a Looney Tune. I'm not gonna lie.
I
This
agree.
wasn't the coolest pose. For
I agree.
Sanji,
I think
but
that
it's
was
alright.
so weird the way it was drawn.
I've actually heard, like, I've actually looked into other people's takes for it, and
This picture.
No, yeah, there's some.
Is there a
takes for it.
theory around
No, there's not a
Sanji's pose?
theory. It's not a theory. It's more like a reason why they did that.
Yeah.
Specifically, it's to show like the difference between Sanji and Zoro in like terms of their personality. How Zoro has to be straight and sharp, so that's why his stance is more structured and more like stone
Disciplined.
Yeah, and Sanji's more freeform, so that's why he's more like exaggerative and
Yeah, more contemporary.
full with life. So it looks weird. It does look really weird, but I like it.
There are other ways to show it. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, I get
obviously.
it. He kicked Queen really hard.
Yeah. No, I'm not really actually mad at this at all. It's just when you turn the page and you see this, it's like, why do you kick like that?
It's like Luffy.
There's being creative, and then this just seems uncomfortable.
It's like a boomerang.
You know? Yeah, he's got boomerang legs.
That's all right though.
Yeah.
He's the wing. He's Luffy's wings, right?
For
So.
sure. Also, at that point, that's when Zoro and Sanji be like, "Hey, Twirly, once we conquer this battle, we're gonna catch the first glimpse of Luffy as king of the pirates." Yes.
They're so supportive and positive.
God, I would.
He's like, we don't need to assist. We're just going to be able to go watch our captain bust his ass. I like that because, Zoro wants to cut everything.
Yeah. Zoro's out. They're both out here like, yeah, we did something cool, but it's not about us.
He's not.
It's about the team.
Zoro got what he wanted. He got a scar on Kaido. That he doesn't need to do much else now for the rest of
Who
his
cares
life.
about that scar? Luffy's about to pound that nigga into
Yeah,
some
yeah.
pudding.
That's what I'm
all
saying.
right? It's not even going to be visible
That's what I'm
anymore.
saying. It's like he doesn't even have to do more in that fight. He's like, all right, I scarred that motherfucker. I'm done.
Yeah.
Luffy,
Nah, that
you
was
can
lit,
take
yeah.
this fucker down.
Yeah, for sure. But that's where the chapter ends.
RGC for me.
Ryuso and the sword only.
Any other RGCers?
Yes,
Huh?
this is also my RGC.
Okay, Josh? We going for the 3X?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. We're-
Because the drop.
You guys are not leaving here before we record something.
All
for
right,
this
we're going to
unified
do the fucking drop. We're going to do it. We're going to get it out.
All right.
Okay, so real quick, I want to go
Oh,
into
Brian's got a theory. You
I want
guys.
to go
Watch
into
out.
my theory.
It's Brian theory
This
time.
wasn't the audience RGC?
No.
Fuck, I know what it
Actually
was
trolling.
then. God damn it.
Let me look it up. But Brian, go for it. Do your theory.
Okay, so look. I know this one is a bit of a stretch, right?
When is it not?
But this is gonna it's a fun one in my eyes. So for the past 3 chapters, there's been a lot of metaphors for stuff, right? Like Sanji being the wings of the pirate crew, the pirate king, right? And all that stuff. So what I was thinking of is, what if Conqueror's Haki,
Oh my
if
God.
there was a way for Conqueror's Haki to be combined, like you can link Conqueror's Haki with other people,
Right.
Okay.
so that way they could become literally the wings of the Pirate King.
Brian, out of all the theories that you've ever said on this show, this is the least of a stretch I've ever heard.
So you're saying like Sanji would be able to combine
Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy would be able to combine their Conqueror's Hakis together.
Like, dude,
and
like
it
in
would
combination.
manifest into wings.
Yeah, it would-
or whatever else.
Not
they
manifest
choose.
into wings.
It would like their combined will would become something different.
I see it'll elevate them.
Like using we talked about it off the show a couple days ago, where I was talking about like how Conqueror's Haki has like a visual part to it,
The
like
black
when it comes
sparks,
to when it comes to Ashura too, if that's actually confirmed to be Conqueror's Haki. So I was thinking like it would be something like that, where it would show like your will. So it would be like a combined state of Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy, with them being the wings in some way.
Like Omnimon.
But Sanji's only
Something like
supposed to be the wings. Robin said Sanji is, not Zoro. Zoro's the, I guess,
The swords,
the
I guess.
gun,
The blade.
or whatever weapon that
the
kills
gun,
you.
a sword.
Well, you know,
He's a
just-
swordsman.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
like if Sanji says wings, he's like a
The
AK-47. You know what I mean? He disposes people efficiently and fast. You know?
Yeah. Together they make the Gun Devil from Chainsaw Man.
Yes. You know. No. Well, that was a good video you sent.
Nice.
Maybe we'll talk about that. in a minute.
There's also the theory that King comes from a kind of semi-Skypian type of civilization.
The Sky Island folk.
Yeah, there's some semi-Skypian stuff, and that has
Maybe.
some relation to Nika. It seems like they're trying to build up a lot about Nika right now.
Yeah.
With the sun, and they burst into fire, so sun.
Yeah,
God.
Sun God, Nika, and they,
All right.
and they also brought Who's Who in to bring up Nika in the first place. So
Right.
it's just a lot of like they're throwing the element in, and then they're just dropping it, and then they're throwing it back in. It's like just to keep it fresh in our mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Just when we're about to forget about it, they're like, "Oh, hey, you come from a thing about exploding fire people." And it's like-
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild how that works out?
Anyway,
Right.
so I think they're building up to Luffy being able to do something.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, I would imagine.
They're building up to Luffy
In
being
relation-
able to do something.
Something in relation to Nika. Like there's just too much
Yeah.
symbolism.
Yeah, no, we're
into that.
only busting your balls, bro. I think that's a good theory.
No, yeah, I like it.
I think it's fine. I think it makes sense. Brian is so happy right now that we're not ripping his theory to shreds.
No, and I'm glad you waited. You was just gonna say the shit in the chat. Now everyone got to hear what you
Yeah.
had to say.
Well,
Thank you,
go.
Brian.
no, yeah,
Let's
this was
go.
this
Thank you
was
for
great.
having self-control.
Yeah. No, this is a great chapter. I had so much fun reading it. I read it like a couple times over.
Yeah, that's why I was the RGC. But what the fuck did the audience say?
Oh,
I know it's between two. One I could either be really happy about, or the other I'm gonna have an attitude about.
I know you're gonna given. Whatever.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Well, this was One Piece. It was great. Got nothing else to say. I guess we should move on. Brian, go for it. My Hero Academia. This is My Hero Academia, chapter 323. That single step. We start this chapter with a flashback of the kids all talking to the principal about how they want to get Deku back, but also they have to have proof that the facility is actually safe, like the principal says, because we don't want to bring Midoriya here. We do want to bring Midoriya back, but not at the actual risk of all these civilians and all that stuff. Mr. Mouse principal is like, don't worry, I got that on lock. Ever since Shigaraki broke in the last time, we fortified the entire thing. So now, if anybody comes over, UA itself can travel. They've built a complicated network of underground tunnels in which these escape pods just dip down under and all shuffle around. It's pretty crazy.
Pretty much, they made a helicarrier for civilians.
It's like it
More
looks
like an elevator.
Yeah,
system.
that's what I was about to say. It's like an elevator
Like
system.
An intense.
I feel like I've seen this type of thing before in a movie, but I'm trying to remember which one.
Sky High.
Was it Sky High?
No, they were
Damn.
in the sky.
Yeah, they just take their
Damn.
thing to the sky.
I'll probably remember it at some point. I do remember elevators like shifting around. Was it Harry Potter because of the fucking Gingold
The
bank thing?
staircases.
No.
Oh yeah.
Was it that one? I could be
Maybe.
bugging out. I don't know. I'll figure it out maybe. In any case, yeah, they have this intricate system. Apparently, Shiketsu did something similar after finding out that that Kamie girl was replaced by Toga, so they fortified the defenses before anybody else did. In any case, everybody's like, "Yo, that's crazy! How did you know that his quirk could evolve to that point? Because the upgrade seems to be designed to deal with the decay quirk specifically and the capability of it to just like expand outward through objects. And he was like, I guessed. I guess that would be the case.
I mean, it could just be like if All Might could pass on his quirk, then so could One for All. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a stretch to guess.
No, the guess is that like he'd be able to, his quirk would evolve to a point where he doesn't have to touch things, which makes sense. That's not a crazy guess.
No, like think about how
I assume that as well.
Think about how One for All works. Like it literally
He didn't
amplifies
have-
quirks. He does know how it works.
I think he has boost quirks, but that's not what made his quirk. Whatever. I guess he could assume that he would get it eventually, and if he didn't level it up himself, he would get it via the one. Whatever.
He just prepared
fine.
for the worst case scenario.
Or
he's the traitor.
Why would the traitor go to such lengths to cuck his own boss?
first of all, he's about to tell us how he came out of his own pocket to fund this situation.
He did.
Followed by a bunch of context that is honestly unnecessary in my opinion. But
Yeah,
of
you
Endeavor,
sleep-
like, oh no, he does this. He's been doing this for his whole life, contributing to hero education and I guess fortifying school property.
Yo, you sleeping
What?
on Tony Mouse-chan, dude?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Tony
not
Stark
sleeping on him.
monster?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm telling you, he set this all up so he could easily. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, right? When the school inevitably gets attacked, villains are gonna disperse into these different rooms, and they're gonna have not one-on-ones, but like little group fights, maybe some one-on-ones, and he's gonna be orchestrating everything.
Wait, that's actually good. That's actually a really good theory.
Yeah, because he built these things, right?
Thank you.
So if he's the traitor,
Thank you.
it doesn't even, it doesn't matter.
I actually wouldn't mind because now, like, that's the one thing that Horikoshi has left people like blue-balled over is the traitor shit, and he's kind of let it simmer down for so long.
So
Oh God,
so long.
he's let it simmer down for so long that like the theories for this shit has officially died down long enough so that people could probably allow themselves to be surprised by who the traitor is now.
Yeah.
So
Well, if he, if he's the traitor, then we are the goated manga podcast out there. There's no disputing it. We are the goated ones.
I'll share in that.
Yeah. There's
I'll
no.
share with you guys.
If we guess that this mouse principal is the goddamn traitor, I'm putting my money in down too. This is the traitor. It's this mouse man.
you'll sign for it.
The unbiased king has
We all sign
spoken.
in.
He is the traitor.
unbiased king.
He's so calculated.
He's too calculating, and they mentioned earlier when he was fighting the kids that he has a little bit of a beef with humans because of what all the experiments they ran on him. He's a little evil rocket raccoon. He knows it.
Wait. When he said that he guessed, does he have a sweat trail on his forehead by any chance?
No, he's that. He's not worried in the slightest. He has everything under control.
Wait, what's his name?
Mouse guy.
Mouse
Mouse
man.
principal.
Principal Mouse.
Principal Mouse.
I don't know.
Yeah,
His
that
one
sounds like
one
an
of
evil
those.
name.
And if you include Mouse and high title,
They just call him. I know he has a name, but they just call him the principal all the time.
Wait, you
so-
want to know what they call traitors? Rats.
they never.
Brian, why aren't you playing the drama music right now?
Wait. Has anyone ever explicitly called him a mouse?
Well,
I wish this,
I'll have to-
I wish
I'll
this
have to read back.
information was here in front of me right now. Yo, listen, let's
all right, we got to keep
get
moving
this,
because
let's
we're gonna
get
get stuck in the rabbit hole, and we're gonna forget about
You mean the
mouse
hole?
hole.
You mean rat
Anyway.
hole. Rat hole.
Whatever. Anyway,
That supports our theory.
so he goes on his spiel about how a lack of understanding, intolerance. It seems we're just one step away. Try as we might, humanity struggles to make true progress down.
His name is
this
Nezu, by
path.
the way.
Nezu. So, yeah, making that single step feels like an impossible journey. What do you got to say about that, Josh? What do you mean about what are you zooming in on here?
Hold on.
He says, in any case, I think there's a sound argument to be made for him to be here with us.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Listen, lack of understanding, intolerance. We're just a step away. Try as it might, humanity struggles to make progress down its path.
Hold up.
We're the real theory makers.
Did you guys
dragging
know
it.
that he's a mix of a dog, mouse, and a bear?
That's got to be a Japanese metaphor for something. That has to be. That's got to be. I know he's not Oda, but come on.
It's got to be something.
There's got to be something.
Brian,
there.
I need you to look up mouse, bear, dogs.
Man, bear, pig.
Man, bear,
It's man, bear, pig.
mouse.
I'm
bear.
giving him the man, bear, pig now. If I ever have to speak as him, I'm giving him I'm giving him Al Gore voice.
Yeah, please. I forget how it is, but
Mouse,
you gotta do
bear,
it.
dog, Japan.
What?
It's just a really cute dog with Mickey Mouse ears.
Now Josh is doing his own research. We can't get stuck in our theories, guys.
That's it. It's too late. We've already started a fringe theory syndicate.
Anyway, back to the present. These civilians are going all the way trying to get Midoriya to not come into this school. We see little snapshots of characters we've seen before. We see Deku's mom and Bakugo's mom hanging out. We see the copy kid with Eri.
Oh, that's who that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the
Monoma? Wait, his name's Monoma, right?
Yeah, Monoma. And we see the kid from way back in the day with Ragdoll, the kid that Deku saved.
Hydro Boy.
Hydro Boy.
Hydro Kid.
And back to characters we've seen already, Sero and Ida.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah. So, everyone's wilding out, and then Best Genius pulls up like he's going to do something and is like, settle down, guys. It was my idea. And he explains that the whole point, we were trying to use Deku to bait the enemy and take the fight to them, but he got too exhausted. We just stretched ourselves too thin, so it didn't work.
Turned out he's a 13-year-old boy.
It looks like this was a bad idea to let a child fight this very adult battle.
All by himself.
Whoopsie.
Right.
When you explain it out loud, it sounds a lot worse. Than
When you think about it, I guess it was a bad idea to
Yeah.
put the weight of the world on a 14-year-old child.
Yeah. So because of our misstep, we're gonna have to regroup and bring him back here with you guys.
I'm sorry, but this is the only place he could take a shower right now. This is the only place. Safely.
And this is the only place that we could possibly give him a new costume that Josh will not hate.
We have to get him in here so Josh won't hate us anymore.
Oh,
We're in complete damage control with Josh. We really have to make sure that we bring him back on board with this series.
I feel like once Deku gets a better costume, Josh will it'll be forgotten. He'll be like
Water
"Alright."
under the bridge.
yeah.
I'll
I'll heal in time.
Yeah, Deku. It looks like Danger Sense is hitting Deku pretty hard.
Is that what's going on?
Those are the lightning bolts from Danger Sense.
Oh, okay, all right.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, because I'm like, this is very dramatic. All right.
Yeah, everybody's freaking out at him, and Uraraka decides to use her powers to float up to the top of the building, steal President Mike's megaphone. Why does President Mike need a megaphone?
Fucking soft.
Is that the line?
No, his megaphone amplifies his abilities. Remember, he uses the megaphone as a weapon.
No, he has the thing around his neck, but he also had a separate megaphone that.
Maybe he has like a megaphone that allows him to speak to citizens instead of blowing out their fucking eardrums.
Yeah, but he could control that shit.
Too much work. Just use a
I
regular
guess.
ass fucking megaphone. Call it a day.
Whatever. Uraraka has a megaphone now, and she makes an impassioned plea to the people below, talking about how look at what this boy's been through. Don't you see how dirty he is? Nobody could get this dirty under normal circumstances. Please. help this boy.
Yo, they zoom in on
His crusty ass fucking face.
He looks like a bear.
Yeah.
He had bare feet, he had claw feet.
Yeah. It's actually like a touching, impassioned plea. As Uraraka's making this point, we get a glimpse of that girl that Deku saved a while back with the animal type quirk. And she recognizes Deku as the boy who saved her. And Uraraka says, special powers are one thing, but there's no such thing as a special person. The more you know. So I guess Deku out of nowhere is like, look at all these pussies. Just like they have a whole ass defense system to protect them, and they're still scared.
Good point, Bakugo.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the little mouse trader sitting on Cementoss's hand is like, that single step feels like an impossible journey. And I believe once someone takes that unlikely step and carves a path, the ultimate hero will rise up, one who surpasses even Yagi, All Might himself.
Which is why he must do everything he can to stop that from happening. I'm just saying.
That's where the chapter ends, by the way.
All right. Who has thoughts?
I do, because I was right.
How about, I mean...
Last time we talked about this, I said that they were setting up Uraraka to be the medium between the people and the heroes.
Yeah, nobody argued with you on that one.
Yeah, but I'm saying I was right.
Well, congratulations, Brian.
And I think this is a role that she's probably going to sit in for a while. Like, just because her goals of being a hero have always been the most, like, blatantly normal out of everybody. And they made that clear.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think this is a really good moment for Uraraka. I really like what they did here because they're not just making her there's more ways to be useful as a hero than to be in combat. And there's more useful ways to be a hero than just to save lives, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's also, you're still just a human at the end of the day. So her bringing a more human element to the heroes by speaking to regular humans was really fucking great. And I feel like Uraraka is slept on a lot and she doesn't have a lot of moments because the right situation hasn't come for her. And this was it. And I really like that Horikoshi didn't just forget about her in this situation and just have Deku be the guy who comes in and convinces everyone on his own.
Yeah.
This is like a really good moment. I really like this from Horikoshi.
I agree. I want to add on to what Brian's saying. That I feel like this was kind of set up even because as Brian was talking, I thought about Bakugo during the hero exam, and he failed because he lacked in that part of the in that criteria. So it was already kind of established that, hey, this is something that not only that the author is going to focus on, but is going to be entrenched in the in what being a hero is, at least by the elites and the better ones.
Yeah.
Not the non-traders. So yeah, I like that for Uraraka. I think a lot of the times I get really nervous and I don't always project it on the podcast, but I know when I read it, I look at Uraraka with bated breath because I don't want her to be another Sakura.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been hurt by being just disappointed. I mean, she had a lit moment, but so sorry, but I digress. So no, I like that as a role for her, and there's plenty of time for her to get a real cool combat scene. And if she doesn't, I'm sure Horikoshi will find a creative way to make her important and useful. And I don't hate this. I don't hate what she's doing. But if you guys will allow me to kind of make a different point,
go for
real
it.
quick. So what I didn't really like about this chapter, and I guess really the chapter since this new status quo for My Hero Academia started with this broken down series. I mean broken down city is with the citizens. I don't like how disorganized and panicked they are. I think it is realistic for people to panic and feel insecure, especially when they've had heroes looking after them, handling shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I I do believe it's in our DNA as humans to work together. And with that said, when we face problems, we don't hope somebody that can shoot fire from their hands, solves it. We figure it out. We invented tools. We invented, leadership and towns and civilizations. So I think that Hirokoshi's being a little. To me, it comes off as lazy. Maybe there's a different word for it, but I don't like. I think he's lazily portraying like the people for the narrative.
I think I'd say more pessimistic in terms of a worldview.
Yeah.
Right, and I don't. It's not only do I believe it is a very pessimistic point of view. I actually believe it's unrealistic. I think that people are a lot stronger than that, and what. I thought it'd been so much more. It would have been a lot cooler to see that how people have worked together in spite of the heroes like not being there for them. Even though it's been a short amount of time, but just to show the resiliency of people and that he could have showed this noise being spent by the more paranoid and weaker-willed people, but then shown like the the leadership within the ordinary citizens to get together within little factions and communicate and say, okay, what's going on? How are we gonna help protect each other and figure out this situation?
Mm-hmm.
But again, with all of that said, that is honestly I think in my opinion a nitpick, because it's not like Hirokoshi didn't set them up to be like these helpless people relying on heroes. I get it. That's his narrative. I just don't care for it. I thought things could have been told a different way, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It feels just like very heavy-handed at the moment. Like as you're reading it, it's like, all right, calm down.
Right? Like, yeah, come on, guys.
But it is part of it's the theme within My Hero Academia that this is where Shigaraki's a little bit right, where because they've enjoyed so much peacetime, because they've had All Might, who's basically put a stop to crime as it stands in Japan. Nobody's used to this, especially at this level of just like fuckery going on. So yeah, I mean, I totally get what you're saying, because I think like it could be executed a little better. It's a little too dramatic. It's like banging the hammer on the head a little too hard. It could be a little more subtle, but yeah, like I echo all your sentiments that I think this moment really hits home, and I agree with Uraraka. Uraraka presents a very different role for the series. She's not like this heavy battle character, although she knows how to fight now. She's been training herself.
Yeah, she knows fishman karate.
Yeah, she knows fishman karate basically,
Right.
and yeah, this is a good moment for her. I also hope that, but Horikoshi seems to be more focusing on his supporting cast and giving them some love now. That that's the whole point of the whole arc between Deku and All Might, is both of them have had to carry this for so long, or felt that they had to do it for so long, but now it's about like distributing the responsibility amongst everybody. And maybe that is the overall answer of this arc, or moral of this arc, is that it's about distributing the responsibility not only amongst heroes but amongst civilians as well. So maybe that's where they're getting at. In any case, I don't know.
I wanted to build off what Josh was talking about. I think what you said makes a lot of sense. The one thing I would say is,
well,
like,
as far as like, do you agree that people
I
are more resilient than that?
I agree with that.
Right.
I agree with that 100%. It's just that there's also an initial panic state. Like mass hysteria is a real thing.
Yeah.
And it spreads like a virus.
For sure.
So it makes sense that people would react this way, but I do agree that it's a little like over the top when it comes down.
Well, that's
to
a
it.
surface thing, and like that. A lot of the thing you can read subtext, and you know what they mean, but the front stuff is a little difficult to like swallow a little bit.
Yeah. So what I think Horikoshi is gonna start leading towards is a shift in how society's relationship with heroes, and I think what Uraraka specifically is gonna allow is to inspire confidence in those leaders and positive like forces in like normal society that you wanted to see in this situation. Like Uraraka could kind of be the voice for the people who feel like they're voiceless, like the people who can step up and be leaders among people who were deemed like not as important as superpowered people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and oh, oh, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. Damn, I had a little to build off what you were saying. There, Shigaraki, and I guess I don't know. All for One's kind of just greedy. That's a whole nother conversation. But Shigaraki wanted to prove that there are cracks in society, and that these cracks were fatal if poked enough. Like that the system is way more fragile than they believed it to be. And, I guess where I look at it is like I always compare real life to this comic, where I have my idea of what the issues in society is, but I'm starting to really understand that in My Hero Academia, the issue that Shigaraki was talking about and what's going to be addressed is, like you actually mentioned, Brian, is the relationships between heroes and people, and really between authority and leadership, and who we deem as protectors, and who model citizens, etc., etc. So, everything sounds pretty right for that course.
Yeah.
Can't complain if you.
I agree, but
Really good chapter.
very, very good chapter. It's also, by the way, really good chapter of the weeks.
Let's
audience.
Yeah, I knew it.
Audience.
It was
voted.
either that or Undead, bro.
Yeah, it was
I
close.
was surprised until I read Undead,
Honestly,
and I was like, oh, okay.
I would have been sad if this chapter didn't get anything, because like One Piece wasn't so good
Wait.
this weekend.
Oh, go for it.
If One
Just
Piece
finish your thought.
If One Piece wasn't so good this week, I would have been sad. I would have given this to RGC for sure.
One Piece had a little of everything, and when it's doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to beat him.
Well, that was My Hero Academia. Really great chapter, deserving of the audience, RGC. If you guys want to vote for the next one, the next poll will be up on Sunday. Follow us at New Jump City.
And Black Clover will most definitely be included.
Yes, well, I'm sorry if you guys are angry that I did not include Black Clover on this one, but
It was pretty good.
it was pretty
Thought
good.
it was better than this.
I'll tell you what, I feel bad. I felt bad that I left it off.
Never feel bad.
No, I felt bad.
Black
but
Clover needs a break from like 12 consecutive.
that's a little bit
RGCs.
why I did it, because like it's gonna win again.
Well, I say never vote again. And it's your fault, bro. You didn't even counsel with us. You just said, I'm going to jump out the window. And I'll let these guys know tomorrow. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
It had to be done. It had to be done. And also Undead Unluck was actually pretty cool. But anyway, let's move on to our next manga. Brian, hit it. Jujutsu Kaisen. I keep forgetting it's back, I'm just like, damn, it's back. Yeah. This is Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 155, Fever.
I think the author still has a fever. He should have took a rest for maybe another month or so.
All right. Well, we'll find out why, I guess. I thought it was all right. This is Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 155, Fever. We last left off with Hikari asking Itadori if he would like to make a bunch of money a month, like 1 million yen a month. And $1 million yen a month. And Itadori's like, it depends on what we have to do. And Hikari says, well, for that info, you have to pay 200,000 yen. And Itadori's like, no.
First of all, I don't got that kind of bread.
some real,
TBH.
some real.
Oh, you got to be careful with the...
Some real doctors hate me type energy.
Yeah, it's not great. But yeah, Hikari's like, you guessed it, it's a classic con where the swindler rakes it in by pretending to be rich and selling tips on how to be rich. It's pretty obvious, but there's a lot of stupid people in the world.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and it all has to do with the fever. And basically, he describes the fever as a very bad gambling addiction. It's just, that's what it is.
More or less.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad gambling addiction, and he takes advantages of people who have really bad gambling habits. So, yeah, basically he explains that his goal overall is to control the country's fever through this fight club, because now that the knowledge of Jujutsu is widely known, they're taking advantage of the shift in momentum in terms of the world. So in order to make like the public acknowledge the existence of the fight club, so he will make money, I guess.
That's what it's all about. Not like saving the world. They're trying to influence anything. Just like, bro, there is an opportunity, and I am investing.
Yes.
I'm going all in on this.
Basically.
To the moon.
To the moon. I'm going diamond hands on this fight club, bro. Are you in?
Hold, retard.
Oh my god.
Damn. I feel like isn't the R word kind of bad? Sorry, guys.
I thought it was
No,
over.
you just got really in character.
Yeah,
with the
you
Wall
said it
Street
so
bets.
serious.
You just became one with Wall Street bets for a
Yeah,
second.
for real. You were
Hold.
hold, retard.
Nah, that video, that was the best video I've ever
Oh
watched
my
in
god.
my life.
I still watch it sometimes when I'm down.
Oh, I need to go find it again.
Anyway, in any case, yeah. So basically, it's Hakari asks Itadori if he wants to go diamond hands, and Itadori just is about to start asking him questions about, I guess, helping out, and that's when they're interrupted by Hakari's phone ringing, and I guess he realizes that it's the guy. What's his face? Damn, what's his name? Kirara. Yeah.
Kirara.
Kirara. Sounds like a One Piece laugh. Yeah. It's funny because like he sees the phone and then he's like, "You want to drink, Itadori?" And Itadori's like, "I'm underage." He's like, "You don't look like you care. You know? Did you know that Satoru Gojo can't drink either?" And Itadori tries to play it off. Honestly, to his point, I thought he was like doing a good job for a minute, and then he's like, he has like, "Who's Gojo?" And he's like, "Come on now, all sorcerers know Gojo. Why pretend you don't?" And all you see is his face.
Bad
Itadori's
poker
like,
face. I'd have been like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've really never heard of that nigga. Maybe it goes by a different name.
You got me.
You
Sorely
gotta
mistaken.
give me some details. But he can't. He's just not that guy.
Yeah,
He's
much like
pure.
Luffy, he can't lie. Remember when Luffy tried to
And
lie as a
Superman?
child?
Can Superman lie?
Superman.
This Clark can't lie?
I've never heard him lie, honestly.
That motherfucker's lying all the fucking time.
Oh, well, he is technically lying when
Yeah.
he says that he's not Superman. All those years that he's not.
He's lying by
Before
becoming
Bendis came
Clark
along.
Kent.
Hey, he puts on a shirt and he's lying.
But that's
already.
the only lie.
No.
It's a pretty big lie. It makes up for not telling lies for the rest of your life, I guess.
Sure.
He has a surplus of lying under his belt.
Welcome to my surplus of lies. It's funny. So
Why does he drink his shit like that?
he's taking a big old shot, dude.
Yeah, right, pill. That's not a
That's
shot,
not a
bro.
shot.
It's a
That's
fucking
3
glass.
gulps. That's 3
He is-
gulps.
Oh, he does
There's like
take
3
gulps.
whole shots in that cup.
You're right.
No
That is
ice either. Do you see ice in there?
No, he did not put ice in there.
He went
No
glub,
shit.
glub, glub, and then he went gulp, gulp, gulp.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Said 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Threw it back. All right. I know you're lying to me. Tell me what the fuck is going on.
Are you a spy from Jujutsu High? And he's like, "No, wait!" And he throws his glass.
Same said glass.
Super, like it's right here to Itadori's face. Itadori manages to slap it away, but I guess Hakari uses his power of staying clear of the closing doors.
Yo, yeah. Yes.
Stand clear of the closing doors.
Is that
please.
that's what that is, right?
It looks like subway doors.
They got that in Japan.
Yeah, they do have subway doors.
just making
They
that
do
clear
ha-
for anybody
you know what,
that
Josh?
didn't know, okay?
You know what, Josh? That's a really good theory. Japan does seem to have trains.
Hey, Brian, can you do me a favor and look up whether Japan has trains?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see.
I'm fairly confident, guys, but go ahead, Brian.
Anyway, Itadori high jumps above the closing doors, please. And Hakari takes the opportunity to just like bum rush him, knocking him back a little, forcing him to retreat. But the closing doors come down on Itadori's like neck,
Guillotines him.
and he just like starts punching, he goes, bah! Right downward. Just high kicks. It gives him a Sanji kick down to the jaw. he's beating the fuck out of him for no reason. And then Itadori remembers that they've only come to request Hikari's cooperation. So Itadori just comes in and headbutts him. Hikari seems to eat that like it's nothing.
He doesn't even change his face.
He looks at him like, oh my God, I can't believe he even thought this would work. You know, like, I'm so annoyed with this boy.
So annoyed with this boy.
Yeah, and he's just like, listen to me. And Hikari's like, no, because now I feel cold.
As opposed to fever?
I guess it's something that Kirara mentioned in the last chapter, is that, like, Hikari gets hot and cold. I don't know.
Oh, cold towards people? Like
Maybe.
I mean, it could be a part of his curse technique. Maybe that's like his
his curse technique is staying clear of the closing doors, please. That's not.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I don't know what else would be summoning those doors. Like, that has to be part of it.
My curse technique is the MTA.
Maybe his curse technique is all about the streets. He just fucking rolls out like shit that like regular people like.
Just your commute.
Yeah, he throws commute at people.
Yeah, he's just gonna.
He backs you up in traffic.
Summons a bike lane.
He puts you in a crowded train as his domain expansion.
Yo, oh my God, what a nightmare!
Get hit by cyclists.
His domain expansion is a crowded train. That would suck so hard. I'd be so annoyed.
Rush
Yo,
hour.
wait. It's a domain expansion, a crowded train, and it's just like a million fucking clones of himself just peeing on you.
Yeah, there's just like a Subway Showtime team.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I said the packed subway car,
Showtime.
and all you hear after he finishes the domain is showtime.
And no matter how far you try to get away, the Showtime team is just a little too close to you.
And right behind them, if you manage to escape them, the Nutcracker shows up.
Yeah, the Nutcracker guy. He's actually the way out. If you follow him, he's good.
Just so you guys know, that's like heavy New York. New York.
We're from New
references.
York over here.
Yeah,
walking.
That's really a New York thing.
Yeah.
The
He wasn't
Nutcracker
just
is
being
most
dramatic.
No, that's us.
I never fucking said that in my life.
Not yet. You haven't lived. Never say never.
Nutcracker.
Dude, it would be so funny if, like, tomorrow someone's
the
in your
streets
way.
are crowded. I get it.
You did not.
All right. Yeah, that was funny. All right.
You what?
I mean, I always thought it was funny anyway. 'Cause of that.
Anyway,
Well-
on the outside, we have Kirara going up against both Megumi and Panda, and Megumi's trying to explain. He's like, Kirara, we're not on Jujutsu High side.
They say that twice, by the way.
Yeah. They're just trying to fucking get him to believe them, but he's just and trying to help him. He's like, we need your help. And Kirara's like, you guys excluded us first, so this is your own fucking fault.
That's number one. Number two, you made me work so hard that the balled up tissue paper I leave under my shirt dropped out.
Dude,
so
my
now you're
stuffing-
really going to pay.
Dude, you made me drop my stuffings out. You're fucking pissing me off, dude. And yeah, Megumi's like, I just told you we're not with Jujutsu High. But yeah, he asks Kirara what happened between them and the higher ups, and basically they fought with the conservative faction, which is the old geezers that Gojo also hates, that work within the Jujutsu High or the overall Jujutsu hierarchy structure, whatever that is. And basically their whole beef is that they like simple ass Jujutsu, kind of like what Kugisaki had. And when it gets a little more complicated because cursive techniques would start to merge with tech, so they didn't like that. And they're just old men set in their ways, and every time anything evolved, they're just like, meh.
And I think Panda was like, CN, they did that before with technology, so there's precedent for it.
Yeah.
It didn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Apparently, Keen's cursive technique is an example of the things that they hate about it. So maybe the fact that he uses automatic doors as his cursive technique is the real problem here. That, like, I don't know. They didn't explain why, but, you know, they're being coy on purpose so they can explain it later. In any case, they're like, why do you need us when you have Gojo? He always cleans up your messes. And he explains that Gojo got sealed, and that's why we lost. And that's when, Kirara puts on
That's what he was going for, but if you didn't know.
Yeah, Kirara put on the you lion face.
The conceited, mean face.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of funny. A a little inorganic, but
I
it was
liked
funny.
it.
I liked it. No, I'm not that upset. I just felt
I thought
like
it was
I had
funny.
to say something.
Yeah, and
I didn't love it,
immediately
but it was funny.
Megumi and Panda are like, "Damn, she doesn't believe us," but I guess that's fair.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
So basically, the chapter ends when Megumi decides to use his rabbit escape jujutsu thing. I don't know what he's gonna do with this, but he says that if they can convince Kirara, negotiations with Hikari will go more smoothly. And that's where the chapter ends. Solid chapter. I mean, it's just it's moving on a little, too smoothly. It's a little slow at the moment, but I think next chapter it's going to heat up, whether it's Hikari going ham against Itadori or, Kirara doing his thing and destroying Megumi. What are you smiling at?
I'm just upset. I'm just upset because if One Piece or My Hero didn't exist, Jujutsu Kaisen would be getting RGC every week for me.
Oh, if the two of the best didn't exist.
It's just so I can't think
Josh's face, right?
because Jujutsu Kaisen is just such a fun fucking series to read. It always puts a smile on my face every time I fucking read it.
It's great.
And there's not a lot of series that give me a consistent good time every time I fucking read it. Even though it's not it hasn't been the best recently, it's still been probably the most fun in some cases consistently.
Hallingers gives me a good time consistently every time I read it.
Yeah.
And Way of X.
Yeah. Well, Way of X no more.
Actually.
Oh.
Guess I am big news Josh this week.
Well,
We'll save it for after we cover it.
yeah. Well,
Hopefully we'll remember. We're gonna forget. Right?
No, we're not.
My
We're fine.
news-
I'll bring it
You're
up.
gonna bring it up. Say, Josh, you have news.
Anyway.
my news correspondent, I'll pass it over to
Yeah.
you.
Well, if anyway.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we'll call it a big news. We shouldn't be talking about this on the show. Anyway. We shouldn't be showing how the sausage is made on the show. It's fine. Anyway, I don't have much to say about this Jujutsu Kaisen chapter because it's good. It's just solid. It's not incredible. It's not bad at all. It's just, it was cool to see a little bit of Hikari's cursed technique. That was probably the best part. I love the idea of the fact that he has subway doors as his almost called it a quirk. His cursed technique.
I think it's.
call
I think
every
it's
power
more than
quirks.
that. It's.
I'm sure.
Hikari? No.
Hikari.
The dude?
Hikari.
No, the other one.
Kirara.
Carrara alluded to him. His powers being mixed with tech, so I think
Definitely.
that's just
It kind of has to be more than that because
that's fucking whack.
He's getting
I think
he's getting
it's great.
compared. He's getting compared to Gojo. He kind of has no choice but to be better than this.
Right. He doesn't have a big monster with him or an infinite
Tsukiyomi.
Fuck Gojo's power is.
Yeah.
You can't touch me ever.
No, don't touch me. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Jujutsu Kaisen. I guess we should move on to our American comic. Only one. Do it. The X book.
Pretty sick cover.
Wolverine number 15. But
The
before we get
X
into
book.
that, I believe we have some news. Damn it, Brian. You gotta be ready. Brian, I know you're tempted to do what you're about to do, but please don't. No.
This is New Jump City Action News.
Okay, we didn't do it.
Big News, Brian.
Well. Hello, New Jump citizens. It's been a while. It is me, your host, Big News Brian.
Yeah.
This isn't my news, perhaps. I have expanded my company,
Oh, no.
and I have brought on board some new and fresh talent into the system. Jesus, that's fucking
You gotta fix the wire, Brian.
You're moving a lot.
fucking. All right. And now I will be passing the torch to my newest news correspondent, Gangsta Time Big News Cole Joshua.
It's called Gangster, but you should call it Morgan. Right? That's his name.
Gangsta Morgan Cole.
I tried to mix that anyway. All right, so it's really not all that because I don't have super details because the guy couldn't give super details. However, thanks to the very awesome YouTube channel called Comic Book Herald that I rely on heavily for X-Men. Thank you for X-Men comics. I was able to see a Spurrier interview. That's the dude that makes Way of X. So he talked a little bit about the upcoming big story he's going to do about Onslaught, which is basically the conclusion to Way of X Season 1.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
Shit.
there may not be a brand like a Way of X Part 2 or, whatever the next number would be. However, there is going to be more coming following the Way of X story.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's great news.
That is great news, and this has been
That's it, yeah.
Big News, Brian
Oh,
and
wait.
Co.
Damn, one last
What?
thing. One
Oh,
last
shit.
thing.
Well, back to my news
Um,
correspondent.
He also just the update on the Hickman news. So Spurrier also said that even though Hickman is taking a step back, everything's still going through him. They're still gonna talk to him about everything that's going on. The vision is still in plan. If anything, things are just gonna take a little longer. Like maybe things won't move as fast. And honestly, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
This is a very ripe story. The entire X project, and I want it to keep going for years. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be. I think it'll be going for a while. But yeah, I guess that was the news.
Goodbye, my friends. Until next time.
Well,
All right.
in any case, let's get into it. Wolverine number 15. Last we left off with Wolverine, Solemn's been stirring up some fucking shit. So Wolverine meets up with this weird butterfly nose man who used to know Solemn. And we get the backstory of Solemn, actually. Back in Morocco, this dude, what's his name? Black something?
Pirate no nose.
Pirate no... Oh, Captain No Nose.
Captain no nose.
He basically raided and pillaged Solemn's home and just took him away and sell him. But no matter how many times he put him away, Solemn always found a way to escape. That's his vibe. He would always find a way to escape. So rather than just keep throwing him in cages, Captain No Nose decided to teach him his ways instead, and they became partners for a while until the day that Solemn decided to move and finally fuck over this Captain No Nose and give him his namesake No Nose. So cut off his nose himself and then just ran away.
He does have an actual name.
He does have a name. I just forgot it. Sever Blackmore.
Yes.
What's
the Jesus Burjois?
Jesus Burgess.
Burgess.
Yeah.
It reminds me of him.
Bird
A little
Joyce.
A little bit. Burjoyce. So, he's telling this story to Wolverine, basically, who bonded with him over fighting sharks underwater. So I guess they're bros now. No. Obviously not. But anyway, he explains that, he's been chasing after Solemn forever. And the last time they met was at a casino in Vegas. Solemn did not go to Mars with the rest of the Iraqans because he's just vibing on Earth. There seems to be a few leftovers from Araco that are still on Earth, just chilling, doing their thing. And they're able to pass through the gates as well, so, he just likes it on Earth. So they basically explained that, Solemn got away from him, just maneuvered this guy pretty easily.
But he lost his soul sword. In
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah. Well, we learned that later. But in any case, Wolverine is like, well, now that I know everything I want to know, I guess I'll murder you. And Captain No Nose is like, I was thinking of doing the same thing. So, he uses his acid blood thing to burn Wolverine and then sends his horde after him. Wolverine fights them all off solo, defeats them pretty easily.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good fodder.
Yeah, all fodder. And then after Captain No Nose is like, not so fast. I have your precious friend's sword that he put his soul into, and I can destroy it with my acid blood. And Wolverine's like, shit. Because the Muramasa blade is made out of Wolverine's very close friend from way back in the day in Japan. And he made this sword for the Ten of Swords event. In order to make this sword, he put his soul into this one, and also half of his soul into another one that Solemn owns currently.
How did Wolverine get to Japan?
Through Crack Own Gate.
No, well, like
in
the
his
ancient
past?
time.
That's just
he's lived a long time.
That's
but,
just
like,
one of the places.
So what, did he sail there?
I don't know, but
Probably
he's-
walked there. He can regenerate. He doesn't need food or water
Yeah,
or
probably.
anything.
He
just
probably had
walked.
a boat, something.
He had nothing but time.
Yeah, you
and
could end up.
regeneration.
It's not hard to get to Japan if you really want to go.
Where was he born again? You know?
Long time ago.
Yeah, but like where? Like
Oh, he was born in Canada, I think. He's Canadian.
Oh,
Yeah, Wolverine. I think Wolverine's Canadian. So
yeah.
I don't know why I find that funny.
yeah. Well, anyway, he's like, I will destroy your sword if you don't do what I say. And Wolverine's like, fuck, he got me there. And he's like, how did you get it? It's because when Solemn pwned him, he left behind the Muramasa sword in order to do so. So, now he's holding basically the soul of his close friend hostage, and he's like, if you want the sword back, you're gonna have to get Solemn for me. And Wolverine's like, all right, fine. He goes back to Krakoa to get his sword, his Muramasa sword, that has the other half of Muramasa's soul in it.
Right.
And he gets there, he opens the sword, and he's like, wait. And it's a fake sword. Solemn has snuck into his house and stole his sword because Solemn is a mutant. He can take the gates whenever he wants, and he's also very stealthy.
Yeah, super stealth. He gets shit done. He's, basically Batman, but smooth Batman.
But, Wolverine.
He's like Wolverine, smooth Wolverine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's smooth
yeah.
Wolverine.
We can keep it Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, he's smooth Wolverine. He has the same, he has like the adamantium skeleton as well.
Dude, it must suck to be home security on Krakoa
Yeah.
because you really have to have your work cut out for you to make that business work.
Yeah, because you're not worried about regular people. You got
Yeah, I mean, in theory.
these champions among men. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's where this issue ends, actually, is Wolverine finds out that the sword is fake and it was replaced by Solemn, and now this means war. So,
yeah, in so many words and pictures, he essentially says, damn, I got to get my shit together.
I leave the house for 1 minute. And it's not just that he stole the sword. He's also mad that Solemn even pulled up to his house in the first place.
And you know what that means. If someone smooth like Solemn pulled up to the summer house, you know we smashed Jean Grey. Without question.
Without question.
And there's nothing wrong with Jean for that. She's in an open relationship, and she's entitled to do that if she wants.
Yeah.
Are they still in an open relationship?
It looks to be.
Yes.
They never ever expounded on it. Cyclops always seems somewhat bummed about
Because
it.
he's the cuck lord. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you said bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has some melancholy look through the mask. You don't get to see his eyes.
You don't see his eyes, but you know he's like,
do the beams.
you know he's like, I don't all the way approve of this arrangement.
He shoots beams of sadness and melancholy.
Yeah. Wolverine's having the time of his goddamn life, though. He is vibing right now.
Oh yeah, except for now.
Except for right now. He's pretty pissed
Yeah,
off.
because Solemn out-vibed him.
Yeah, Solemn out vibed him pretty hard. But that's the end of the issue. Yeah. I like this issue.
It was cool.
Look, Wolverine has been not great up to this point. This new arc is probably the best thing that has happened to Wolverine.
Very kind words, yes.
And
I agree. I agree with everything you said.
yeah. I mean, maybe this is the Hellions moment for it, where it turns around and it's like, this is great now. But I can hold out hope.
I'm not gonna hold out anything.
You never hold out anything.
I do for certain stuff.
You have to be proven right. You have to be proven, like, they have to prove your worth 1,000 times over in order for you to be like, okay, I'm in.
I need like a 95% guarantee.
Yeah.
Like
At least 95.
nothing less.
That's all I want. a near perfect guarantee. But yeah, this was a good X book. I'm happy for Wolverine because I was excited for Wolverine. Who doesn't like Wolverine? And his whole series has been kind of a bummer up to this point, so I'm glad it's picking up.
To say the least.
Brian, you wanted to ask something?
Wolverine, cool. Sword, cool. Guy who stole the sword, bad. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
He is pretty cool. He's a cool character and the best thing that happened to the series so far, though.
Yeah, for real.
Remember the pale lady?
The pale girl.
The pale girl?
Put Wolverine, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Daredevil in the same series, and I'll read it.
Brian, you're asking too much.
If you sub out Deadpool with Thing, I'm pretty sure that's some kind of team. Some kind of New Yorker thing.
Well, there was an Avengers run where it was Wolverine, the Thing, Luke Cage, and Spider-Man all in the same team.
Spiderman. Yeah, like a
Spiderman.
New York.
Yeah.
Wolverine's
The
not
New
a
Avengers.
Yorker.
It was Brian Michael Bendis' New Avengers. And that's always precarious.
Oh, that sounded like a great time.
That's always a little dangerous.
Did he get into it as when it was already at its peak and doing very
No, he
well
started
and
it.
flourishing?
He started it.
Ah, good. He didn't murder a series then.
Yeah.
We knew it was doomed from the start.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All B on B.
What did Bendis do that's like, what's...
Ultimate Spider-Man is
Okay,
one
okay,
of his best
okay.
things.
Fair.
He
I
has
never
a-
read it, but I know what time it is.
He has an all right Avengers run, but his Ultimate Spider-Man is
He worked with Hickman on Secret Adventure?
Yeah, on,
no, I mean
Secret
Secret
Warriors.
Warriors, I think?
Yes.
Only read the first volume so far.
I like Bendis all right. I think he's like kind of got a lot of credit with me because of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Josh is giving you.
He's so mad.
He...
You just had like.
no, you don't know.
No,
you don't know no better. But
No, you-
Chris, what did he do
I-
to the best iteration of Superman? There was better Superman comics than that.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that I liked his Superman all that better than the other one. Like his
It was so bad it made Action Comics bad too.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't disagree with. I've said it. I've said that Brian Michael Bendis is a dangerous man.
There's a warrant out for his arrest
There should be.
He has to.
for the murder of Superman.
Nah, he gets a pass for Naomi. I give him that.
Naomi's
that
great.
Was nice.
Look,
That was
for
nice.
every legion of superheroes he puts out, there's a Naomi, or there's a Miles Morales, or there's Peter Parker Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's Miles.
Yeah,
He did
he
Miles?
created Miles.
Ooh, you
Ultimate Spider-Man, dude.
I'd say that's
All right,
enough for
Bendis.
permanent street cred.
That's what I'm telling you, is that he has a lot of credit with me because of his Ultimate Spider-Man run. Even his
he
Peter,
got it.
even during the Parker years, was awesome.
Yeah.
It's great. And it's a linear story all the way through. There's no tie-ins. Brian, you should read it. I have the whole thing on Comixology.
He made a Spider-Man that doesn't constantly get shit on. Can you believe it?
Yeah, he does. He does though. It's still Spider-Man, so his life is awful still, but it's a great series. Anyway, we got way off topic here with Bendis, but he kind of does that to us. Dangerous man. Let's move back into our manga.
Holy shit.
It's Black Clover. This is Black Clover, chapter 303, Glad Tidings. This was very interesting. A lot of depth here, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This was my runner-up, by the way.
this was also very close. I had so many close, I guess, between this and Undead Unluck. And, you know, it's tough.
Yeah, it is tough. This
But-
is in the top 3, though.
Yes, it is. If I were to do a top 3 of RGCs, it would probably be One Piece, Black Clover, Undead Unluck.
If I did a top 5, it would be up there.
All right, Brian, but you don't
That's
read it.
everything.
You only read 3 series.
It's 5 manga.
Anyway, so we start with the flashback of Nozel after what's her name? I'm sorry,
His mom.
His mom. I know she has a name, but I forget it. After she got cursed by Megicula, and she's basically on her deathbed. So she's basically Nozel is just like kind of traumatized at this point. He's just like, man, please stop. If you keep this up, your life will be in danger as well. And she's like, it isn't easy to get stronger, but keep together. One day you'll be stronger than me. So live, Nozel. And, ever since then, Nozel has had a bit of a tumultuous relationship with Noel, as we've seen throughout the series. Noel was basically looked down upon and really treated poorly by the rest of her family for being a failure.
Which Nozel was cool with because in his mind he thought that because she was weak, he would push her as far away from the battlefield as possible so she wouldn't get hurt.
She
Makes
also
sense.
She also it was like a front so he could also avoid his Oh, he was just he was putting the blame on her, but he was more angry at himself about the loss of his mother.
Classic projection.
So, Noel just like continues onward, trying to get stronger and stronger, so that he would finally have his day in avenging his mom. So, he gets there. We cut back to the present, and he's like, right now I give my thanks to everyone present. At last we meet again. And he is excited to meet this lady. He's like, sends all of his water steel spears down at her. Megicula does not give a fuck, though. She's just like, wow, a touching reunion. Is that what this is? She's not really vexed at all. But Nozel continues to apply the pressure. The steel just gets inside of Megicula's body and starts tearing her apart from the inside out. And she's like...
Megicula nonchalantly states that, oh, my blood is burning. The metal's all inside me. Yeah, fizzling.
It's fizzing.
Ouch.
Like a soda. You ever put a Mentos in a soda? This is how I feel, I bet.
Right now.
And she's like, but even then, you can't destroy the heart of a supreme devil.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I guess they're establishing that now. Apparently, the heart's in their brain.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I was like, oh, so that's
just how it works.
It's gonna be a little like tough for space in that skull, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be hard to think with your heart,
I think it's
Hey.
Yo, it's so ironic that they don't have any feelings, but they have a heart instead of a brain.
Wait, do they not have a brain?
I mean, unless the brain's in their chest.
No, at the end of the day, the brain is what actually gives us feelings, not the heart. The heart just pumps blood through our body. It really is the brain. So the fact that they lack a brain, which
in case you guys didn't know,
right? And no, I'm saying the brain, very very cute, Brian. What we usually associate with logic and reasoning in the brain, it is totally responsible for creativity and emotion as well. So it makes total sense that it would just be a machine.
Yeah, for real. So yeah, Megicula's vibing. She's like, whatever, man. You could just fizzle my blood all you want. It's fine. I'll live.
Cool story, bro. Nice attack. Too bad it doesn't matter.
Too bad you can't destroy my super dense heart. And yeah, but Nozel says, as expected, I was wrong after all. I shouldn't have shut her away or kept her out of this. And then another 2-page spread as Noel pulls up in her Saint Stage form, water sword drawn, and she cuts her in a cross form.
Oh, so fire.
Yeah, pretty cool. She goes, I've beaten you, Megicula. The humans who refuse to give up have beaten you, Megicula. /. And Megicula's like, oh, shit.
No. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
You got saint magic.
Ow.
Wait, what'd you say she was using?
Saint Stage water form.
Yeah, the thing that could work against them. Sure.
Yeah.
Whatevs. I get it.
Yeah. She merged with the water spirit and it gave her this ultimate form.
Yes, it gave her access to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and it powered her up.
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Brian.
Very adequate.
This is what we want from you. You're executing the job description.
Can we praise Jah? Can we get one of those?
I'd like to praise Jah.
Thank you for assisting in the destruction.
What do we want? We want a surprise motherfucker too. What else do you guys want?
I was surprised.
I was
surprised.
We got some
Turns
guns.
the sword into some
No guns. Now you're overstretching your bounds here, Brian. Hey, stay on topic.
The champ is here.
She is here. Yeah, Megicula's like, oh, fuck. God damn it.
I made a mistake.
And she's like, it appears I misjudged. Is that why I let myself to take interest in the power of human emotions? And her soul a soul pulls out, and I guess this is their mom
Yeah, she had it trapped in. Wow, that's
In
so
her-
fucked up.
the whole time. I'd have your mom's soul in me the whole time after I destroyed her with my curse magic.
It kept me warm.
It kept me warm in the cold nights of hell.
Is this ice? Can I get cold?
And, her soul comes out and gives both of her kids a hug.
Harry Potter style.
Yeah. Is this what happened in Harry Potter?
Kinda. His parents came out and they was like, "You did good, son.
You did good, Harry.
Now go." No,
Yeah.
defeat. I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
forget. It's been a while.
I'll probably watch the Harry Potter movies. They're coming back to HBO Max. I'll check them out.
Oh, word?
Nice. I have HBO Max.
Yo! This
Yo,
is not
wait.
sponsored by HBO Max. Let's not
Oh,
talk
it's
about
not.
them.
Damn.
Let's not talk about them.
I don't have anything. I don't stream anything
I
at
don't
all.
stream it.
I lied.
I'm Amish.
But
I don't-
HBO Max, if you do wanna sponsor us, that would be fantastic.
You'll have to talk to our agent, Brian.
Yes.
Big management, Brian.
Yeah, big manager Brian. But that's where the chapter ends. Heartwarming moment. I thought this chapter was pretty cool. I didn't expect it to take this turn, honestly, with Nozel coming out. I think this is a nice way to close their little storyline, their arc, and it gives a lot of reason for why Nozel was like treating Noel like a bag of shit.
Like absolute dirt.
Like a real.
Um,
I mean, it's not a good. No reason is a good reason for the way they treated her at all. But
It's not a validation, but
It just
is-
makes sense, I
it-
guess.
Sure. It's yeah.
you shouldn't treat anybody like this. There's no reason to treat anybody like this. But I understand Nozel a little better now, and I feel like this was a effective way to close this little
This
arc.
their little situation. I mean, the other siblings are assholes, but who gives a fuck about
the
them,
the
right?
other siblings won't know. They'll just be like, they'll still treat her like shit. And Nozel will be like, chill. We're good.
No,
now.
no, I don't think you understand.
Yo, chill. We're good.
No, you ain't see the dragon, bro.
Stop it. You weren't even there. Why weren't you there to avenge our mom, huh?
What the fuck were you doing?
What were you doing?
Finger popping each other's assholes.
Finger popping each other's assholes.
21 Jump Street.
Finger popping each
Each other's assholes. Yo, I
then Jonah
completely
Hill did
forgot
that.
about Nozel. Yeah, then he repeated that shit. He was tight.
He said, no, we're not finger popping each other's ass.
Assholes. It's bad tight.
Oh my god. Well, I'm sorry, Brian. Were you saying something?
I don't even remember.
Oh no, I said I totally forgot about Nozel. So when he pulled up, I was like surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't shocked. There's a difference, right?
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not semantics. There is a difference.
No, this is a little bit of a difference. You know,
I was
shocked is like,
surprised.
yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised is like, whoa.
But then I was like, oh yeah, right.
Hmm.
That's his mom. He's
Yeah.
the oldest sibling. Right. Cool.
Yeah. This is a really cool chapter.
Full circle.
Full circle. Anyway, I suppose we should move on to our final series of the week. Brian, hit the thing. Undead Unluck.
Lit.
What's going on here? Am I having a stroke? What's going on here?
Yeah, you know what? No, you know what you're doing? You're experiencing FOMO.
Yeah, fear
Fear
of
of
missing out.
missing out.
Am I?
Yes, because you don't read Undead Unlocked.
This was a good chapter to read, Brian. You missed out. Let's explain why. This is Undead Unluck, chapter 75. Do it up. Are you FOMOing right now?
Oh, you gonna feel the way real
Okay.
soon.
So this arc is getting started. This is the Operation Get Spring, Destroy Spring, and Save Fuko arc. Fuko retrieval arc, if you will. In the best possible way. In the same way we love. Basically, they've even developed matchups for every individual battle that's happening.
Wait, there's individual battles in a shonen manga?
Ooh,
I haven't
Brian.
seen one of those in a while.
Well, guess what? You're about to get. Well, this is a little
It
bit of a
has
team
been
battle.
a little while.
Yeah.
So what's it?
Yeah.
One Piece.
No, but One Piece hasn't had individual
Frankie.
like
Frankie and Robin, But they
Doesn't
they
really
just
count
started.
'cause
They're
Brooke
just
was
getting
there.
into gear.
Frankie defeated Triceratops man all by
Yeah,
himself.
but it didn't last 12 chapters, okay?
I mean, you
so
don't
does
need
it
12
really
chapters.
count?
Yes, as long
He'll
as
get that later on. I want him to have a whatever. It's another conversation. For
whatever.
another day.
Anyway, so basically, Spring is on top of this tower.
Right.
Everybody's gonna go ascend to this tower.
Right.
And everybody's responsible for protecting, I guess, Billy as he goes up to fight Spring. I
Yeah,
guess.
we're talking about the bad guys right now.
Yeah.
That's their
yeah,
plan. They're the ones playing defense essentially.
Yeah. So they've positioned all their players, and they're basically talking about how they have a time limit for some. There's conditions to
Yeah.
Spring's ability. So there are two conditions that allow Spring to turn people into cherry blossoms. First, by coming in contact with the cherry blossoms in the air. The other is by spending 30 minutes in Spring's arena. So they cannot be in the general vicinity of Spring for more than 30 minutes before they also turn into cherry blossoms.
So like beginning now, like as soon as they pull up to the tower, I feel like that's the 30-minute starts.
Yes, basically. That is
'Cause,
exactly right.
Yeah, they in 30 minutes they will turn into cherry blossom trees.
Yes.
So I remember once upon a time we were like, man, Spring's a pretty cool like compared to the rest, but this guy's a fucking asshole.
Listen,
Let's be clear.
listen, I never deluded myself. I knew he was always an asshole. But
that was just me.
But in the field of assholes, he was pretty rad.
He was the finger
He
popper.
looked cool.
He was pretty sick.
He was the finger popper of the assholes.
Brian's words.
I was right there with you. I also said Spring is pretty rad. But I'm not surprised. He is a UMA still.
He's wilding for respect.
Yes.
He turned everybody into fucking cherry blossoms. That's OD.
He didn't have
At least if you turn them into animals, you could move around and you have agency somewhat. Trees are just there.
Yeah. So Spring seems to be aware that they're coming to get him, but he's not going to do anything.
No, he could care less. He's got
literally like-
sake to drink.
Yeah, he's literally like, for 30 minutes I shall drink and wait, so may spring showers flower. What? Oh, yeah, I guess he's just vibing until somebody comes up to get him.
Yeah. He's with the shits.
He's cool.
He's on his own time right now.
I don't regret saying this at all. He's cool as shit.
Yeah. I hope he has lines and talks
Yeah.
more to them.
That would be great.
Has philosophical things
Dog.
and haikus.
This might be my favorite villain of all time if he's that guy.
Wow. I don't know about
I'm
that.
dropping
All
that hammer.
time? You went crazy.
He's
Not gonna
flying
lie.
off the handle right now.
I fucks with the energy though, bro. I like it.
Hey,
But
Somebody stop this man.
yeah, you
well, that's a bold statement. I don't think he's going to do that. Unless he does, in which case I can't.
In that,
That's pretty rad.
if it does happen, then
Surprise, motherfucker.
yeah. He gets lit and turns niggas into trees. I mean, it's pretty unique.
He rules. He's the best.
Pretty cool. He's top something. He's
He
up
doesn't have
there.
any motivations. His whole thing is just I'm vibing, and then people turn into trees.
Way cooler than Cold.
Yeah,
I'll agree.
Way cooler.
I don't even know this guy, and I already agree. He's way cooler than
he's
Code.
great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so everybody in Andy's group decides is going to split off, find their peoples that they're going to fight, and Andy goes with the unmove and what was it?
Unstoppable?
Unstoppable kid, and he gets wrecked by these bullets just slamming him against the wall.
Yeah, he gets lit up like a fucking cake, bro.
But that was the plan because he's supposed to take point until they fall into any traps because he'll survive no matter what.
yeah.
And we see Undecrease just unloading fucking unlimited. This is his power, by the way. He has unlimited bullets. He's a GTA cheat code, this
Yeah.
man. He said, my power is I don't run out of bullets. Ever.
He doesn't run out of anything.
Yeah. He's got a cool mask,
Which is
too.
interesting. Yeah, he he went from being this like real corny fucking Andy lookalike, TBH.
Yeah. No, I agree.
To actually this nigga's about it. I like what's going on. This is a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on
He
here.
is just wilding on Andy right now. I know he's a zombie essentially, but he's smiling through all of
Yeah,
it.
he says Chikara as he's getting shot. like not normal amount, like by a Gatling gun, like a mini gun is just laying down bullets on him, and he's just like, do it up, Chikara, top.
Yeah, this is an artistic metaphor for what it's like facing against a snake player on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, basically.
It's really rough. You blow up a lot.
Yeah.
It's not fun at all. Grenade is frame 1.
Lots of explosions.
Bricks combos. And it's not a fun time, guys.
Yeah. But all of a sudden, his bullets stop in the air, and we see Unmove just walking like, I stopped your goddamn bullets, bitch.
Yo, you on a fucking cannonball or something?
Is he on the cannonball?
I don't know. Is he shooting cannonballs too?
That'd be sick.
I don't know.
I don't think he is. I think that's just like a cannonball.
Oh, it's maybe an orb that I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's one of the orbs from the other guy.
From the science guy.
Yeah,
Let me see. Is he shooting a cannon anywhere?
No,
You sure?
no, I don't see cannons. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway,
How lit would it be if he had one of those like old school pirate style cannons?
that
You
would
know,
be.
like
I mean, I agree. I think it would be rad if he had a cannon,
Yeah.
but he does not. I don't think. But we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's just like, go on ahead, Miss Wheeze. Take Andy and go ahead.
I got this.
Yeah. Oh, Chikara's. Yes. And then
Oh yeah.
Undecrease is like,
What?
Oh yeah, Brian.
feel the FOMO.
I'm good right now. I'm chilling.
Yeah, your man's like, oh, you gonna?
Ooh, someone's fucking nuts dropped, I see.
Yeah, because they had beef. Actually, I had totally forgot that they was even in the same arc before.
They were introduced in the same arc.
Yeah, he was really disruptive in the arc where this guy was Unmove was introduced.
Yeah.
Before he even knew he was a negator.
Yeah.
Or knew what his ability was. I forget
Yeah.
what it was.
But
I
he's
feel
like,
bad.
you can't stop what you can't see. And then he opens up a whole nother drawer, sends out a couple more rockets. But guess who's there? Fucking Top, the unstoppable, kicks those missiles out of the way. And he's like, oh, damn. So it's 2-on-1, huh? And yeah, Andy gives him a big thumbs up as he leaves this guy to them. And my old classical shonen heart is just dancing right now, man.
Like, yeah. Nah, man. So let me draw it out for y'all, right? So listen, we got somebody that can essentially freeze, not time, but freeze like kinetic energy.
Anything that he can
Right?
see.
Yeah, anything he can see, you can freeze its movement, right? And his teammate is a speedster for all intents and purposes. Maybe there's a little bit more to his almost say quirk too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's hard. It's hard.
Quirk is just a really good name
For
for
superpowers.
It's
yeah.
easy, it's handy. What is the name of their things?
Negations.
His negation. Yeah, there may be more to his negation, but he could run really fast. I guess that's how he's able to kick the missiles away because he moved at a relative speed.
Yeah.
Sure. And who they're going against is Undecrease, who just has a complete offensive arsenal of guns, missiles, probably more stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is gonna be interesting. He can't run out of damage, but it's just
Okay.
you would think he has like a severe disadvantage, and I guess this was planned out by Andy
Yeah.
when he was thinking about matchups. But there's gonna be a little bit more to it.
Yeah. Yeah, so they do a two-way move on him. Unmove freezes him while Top just kicks him in the back of his fucking skull. And Undecrease is like, damn, you got me.
That was cool.
That was cool. Cool story.
Little idiots. It was funny that they ended the chapter like that.
And that's where the
I
chapter
was like,
ends.
that's it. That's how you end it, little idiots.
Okay, here's what I think the little cannonball. I think it is one of the things that the guy has.
Yeah, one of the
Because he can't
sage
move,
orbs.
He can't move on his own and use unmove at the same time. Like he has to. I think he has to also be still. That's part of the negation. Now that I'm remembering it, so this allows him to move without like himself moving and like disrupting the negation, which is pretty cool. Very smart. But in any case, that's the end of the chapter. What a fun chapter. It's been so long since like Undead has really like turned up. And I'm here for it.
I want to talk a little bit about his ability as far as like just taking a prediction, Again, I think it's not just about ammunition. I think he'll probably be able to heal as well.
Undecrease?
Yes.
Hmm.
Right? Because, I mean, if you're getting beat up, you're losing skin, muscle, blood, and you can undecrease that stuff from him and replenish. Right? But they still have someone named Unmove. Maybe he can freeze the regeneration or maybe he can, go faster than his undecrease. Man, I don't know. It could be really interesting.
Yeah.
Listen, that's what I'm calling. That's what's going to happen. His part of his power is going to be regeneration, and Unmove's going to stop his stuff from happening.
I'm here for it. I think that makes sense. Oh my god, I can't wait. That was Undead Unluck. I had a great time reading it. I don't have any more to say. Do you?
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was definitely better than Jujutsu Kaisen. Why am I like this? It's because I hold certain series to a high standard, and I will let because that's a compliment, but also it's letting Jujutsu, it's putting them on notice. Like, hey, man, when you slack, look what happens is these young, hungry mangaka, and they ready to take your motherfucking spot. Speed.
It's not even close to taking Jujutsu Kaisen spot. Let's be real.
It might be after this arc.
It's
Brian.
been
No, it's not even.
Dude,
close.
this was so cool.
Your opinion doesn't matter because you don't read it.
It's not even an opinion. It's a fact. It's
You
not
don't
even
read
close.
it. How do you know?
You want to know why? Because Jujutsu Kaisen is fucking popular everywhere, not just in Japan.
Do you want to know
new.
something? Do you know what was second place in the voting this week?
What?
Not Jujutsu Kaisen.
It doesn't need to be. That's how good. That's how popular.
I mean, we
it
were
is.
talking about facts.
Jujutsu Kaisen is older than Undead Unluck. So, it's not even fair.
It's still making a metric butt fuck ton of money outside of Japan.
Brian, it's just getting started. It's
Yeah.
75 chapters in.
Fairy Tail made a bunch of money too, and it's very popular. What does that mean? Not a fucking thing, because it's not my cup of tea, guys.
We done pissed off the whole fairy tale fan.
Yeah,
What the? You're gonna
The
awaken
microphone
the
doesn't like
sleeping
your-
beasts.
The microphone doesn't like your edgelord opinions.
What do you mean, edgelord opinions? You guys started this war.
Well,
Nah, man. Jujutsu Kaisen has.
Listen, I'm defending.
like
I'm
it.
defending the cleanness of Jujutsu Kaisen. That shit is consistent. I haven't read a bad Jujutsu Kaisen chapter in months. Name one bad Jujutsu Kaisen.
that's not a
chapter.
fair
There's a
request.
difference between bad and lackluster.
I don't even think I've read a lackluster Jujutsu Kaisen chapter.
Well,
They've
that's
always
your
been
opinion. I
Anyway.
believe the one that just passed. All right. Anyway.
Whatever. That was Undead Unluck. And that has been our show. Yeah. Oh my god, we're back.
Yeah.
It's good to be back. I don't know how often this is going to be. I do live out of the way, but we'll make it happen as much as we can. This has been very fun, though, to be reunited with the boys. It feels so good.
Reunited and it feels so good.
They can't copyright us for that one.
Hot.
Get fucked.
Yeah, let's close this one out. You can find me at the Chris Espinal, Josh at JDCole_37, Brian at B.ESP. Follow the show itself at New Jump City on Twitter and Instagram as well. We do a weekly really good chapter of the week poll. Vote in that. Goes up usually every Sunday unless I forget, but I won't this time. Anyway, subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Stitcher, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. We are on there. Or if you prefer the video version of the podcast, subscribe to us on YouTube. That would be super nice. Like, share the videos. It'd be very nice to get that subscriber count.
Very nice.
Very nice. Anyway, that's been our show. Thank you guys so much. And see you next week. Stay safe, New Jump citizens.
Peace out, guys.